an unorthodox message. So normally I'm supposed to be saving these for when we're actually supposed to be doing these podcasts, but I wanted to take a moment. Today's a special, or a very a what's supposed to be a very special, but it's end up a very negative day indeed. Um, so I'm gonna take that and spin it back to being positive again. This is I want to talk about motivation. I'll talk about motivation for a second. Believe it or not, this day 7 years ago. Wow, it's been a while. 7 years ago, I was a nobody, and I've been known to get into my bag of mischief every so often enough that I would bring along stragglers. And there was a sort of special group that um, I tagged along for a good while. And it seemed that all they did was drag me down. See, all it did was hurt me or cause me discomfort. Um, and I would play the fool. I would try to do my best to, you know, keep a smile on my face, and all I did was add to the pain and stress. All I can say in that regards is that you get up and you keep going until one day something happens and you wake up. You awaken to what your abilities are, to what you can do, to what you yourself are capable of. And a lot of people tend to worry about, like, when it comes to abuse, when it comes to situations where you're alone, you feel that you need people, you are dependent on people, and you are not dependent on people. You are dependent on what what they themselves um could how they could liven your life. And I, for a while, thought that was, you know, this group of people. And it turned out all it did was just harm me in many different ways. Um, I won't go too deep into stories, but it was very, you know, I guess you could say it's very cult-like. It wasn't fun, but it wasn't dangerous. I wasn't like put in harm's way as much as people would be in a bad situation. Um, but it just grew tiring. And, I admit that, at some point I couldn't stand it anymore and I went ahead and went my own way. Well, more or less. They let me go the first time. It was a bad mistake on their part because as soon as they found out what I did afterwards, it really bothered them. And then shortly after, it's like they just didn't learn and cut me again. And to this day, I haven't talked to any of them. Probably for the best. When people hurt you, you don't keep them in your life. When people harm you, you cut them loose. It happens every time that someone comes in your life and it doesn't work out, you cut them loose. Don't keep that type of negativity in your life. You don't know what you're capable of until you're actually able to do stuff without your actual actions. Anyway, that's it, guys. Stay soft. Stay soft. Stay prepared. Later.